Does anyone have a question?
I have a question, Stuart, Chris.
Yes.
Stuart, I read in Spiritual Cannibalism that Rudy suggested doing the double breathing exercise every few minutes during class. But I remember that you have suggested we just do it when we require clarification and grounding. Could you talk about that, please?
Well, I mean, look, I'm not here to, comment on what Rudy said, but, look, after so many years of doing this double breathing exercise, I realized that, it's not a matter of doing it every couple of minutes. It's a matter of doing it when you need to do it, because what I've learned is if you do it every couple of minutes, you're going to probably hyperventilate. And that's not what it's not what the meditation is for. But if the mind starts thinking, if you start daydreaming, if you go off a little bit, you're not centered anymore in the chakra below, then you do the double breathing exercise and it'll bring you back. And sometimes I discovered I'd only have to do it maybe once in a meditation class. And balancing everything, the mind is quiet, everything is working so well that there's no necessity to constantly repeat it. If your mind doesn't shut up, then repeat it. If your emotions don't shut up, if you're, daydreaming and your mind is going all over the place, then do the double breathing. If you have to do it every 2 minutes, do it to get yourself balanced inside. That is the point of it. The overuse of anything, is going to do nothing but cause trouble. I mean, I never had heard Rudy say anything like that, and I don't, I hadn't read that book in not know, a long time. So, but I never remember him saying anything like that. I remember him saying, "Just do it when you need to do it."
Okay.
And again, I'm not here to comment on Rudy's wisdom,
Yeah.
but look, I've been doing this for a long time, and you learn something for God's sake when you do something for so many years. And what I've learned is that do it when you need to do it. Don't just sit there and do the dump. You will hyperventilate. You'll get yourself into some trance-like state that God knows you might not come out of.
Yeah.
But it's just simply an exercise that was created to teach one how to open inside. And once you get open, you don't have to continue doing it.
Okay.
I mean, if you use a can opener to open a can, you don't keep jabbing holes in the can once you can pour the juice. You just use it when you need it and let it serve its function.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Does anyone else have a question? I mean, all this meditation is taking a step that gets you closer to your spiritual enlightenment. That's all it's about. And in order to take that step, there's a simple reality we have to confront, and that's our humanity. Can we keep our hearts open? Do we live with compassion? Is there kindness in us? You know, I mean, all the elements that allow us to function on the highest level of what it means human have to be put together before you can have a spiritual life. And that's what the meditation is for. It's to create the foundation, and on the foundation, build step by step, brick by brick, stone by stone, you know, your connection with higher energy in the universe. But the first and most basic principle of all of this is we have to learn to be human beings. Can't be angry at everybody. We can't be getting revenge all the time, killing people, hurting people, killing ourselves, hurting ourselves. There has to be this really deep sense of our own humanity. And how does it come out of us? Through love, through compassion, through gratitude, and through having basic common sense. Probably the most important thing of all is having basic common sense about making real decisions in life. And what do I mean by a real decision? That which helps you get closer to your spiritual enlightenment. Because everything else just, it all goes to the grave. Enlightenment is a transcendental consciousness, but how do you build a pyramid without creating the foundation? You can't do it. So the job in the meditation is building that foundation, enough strength inside ourselves so that we can keep our hearts open. We live non-judgmentally. We live with unconditional love. And when we find ourselves not living that way, we don't get upset. All right, I have work to do on myself. That's how I'm being taught, that I still have work to do on myself. So don't get upset and waste 2 years of meditation work on something you do that you don't like. This is the work I have to do. I will do it. And as I've said many times, nothing is negative. It's all positive. It all works to help us grow if we get more conscious about how we use it. Even people that are a royal pain in the ass, they're only a royal pain in the ass because they get into you and they drag out your guts. If you get strict, it's okay. They are telling me I need to get stronger. I need to grow inside. So instead of being upset at them, thank them. It's not an easy thing to do, but thank them. They're a reminder. It's like looking into a mirror and seeing a problem. And you'll have no trouble finding people like that, I promise you. Just everywhere. Just have a different approach to what your interaction is with them. Does anyone else have a question? And just to finish, and it all starts in one place, inside oneself. Can't love anybody else if you dislike yourself. You'll always find things wrong with it. But once we learn to accept ourselves and live with self-worth and like ourselves and understand how important it is for us to have a spiritual connection, as said, we can let the world be. We don't have to walk around playing the role of God, judging everybody. Does anyone else have a question? Just be happy. Do yourself a favor, do me a favor, just be happy. And understand that we live in a sacred world. Everything is a manifestation of higher energy. Everything. It's all sacred. Even all the crap that goes on in it. It's all sacred. Does anyone else have a question? Okay, if there are no more questions, thank you. God bless you all. And there'll be a meditation on Sunday. And I'm truly looking forward to seeing everybody. It's great. It's like having an international family here. It's really wonderful. I wish the only thing that's missing here is one that is something that used to take place after every meditation class. That's just hugging everybody. It would be such a terrific thing to do, right? Have a talk with Zoom. Maybe they can arrange that. Does anyone else? No more questions? Okay, God bless you. I'll see you all on Sunday. Thank you.
Thank you, Stuart.